Welcome to the Broadbeach Bowls Club. It's the final day of the 2023 Australian Open, and what a match we have for you on Rinkside Live this morning. The Under-18 girls final between Amity Bickley from Victoria and Reese Young from New South Wales. I'm Kyle Langley in commentary with Chris Wallace and Ben Christolitis. Good morning, Ben.
Yeah, good morning, Kyle. It's I can't believe I'm here. It's a bit of a pinch myself moment, a little bit surreal. I'm sitting here at the finals of the Australian Open, surrounded by all the stars of our game, and another brilliant day. We got a little bit of terror last night. We had some rain.
Yeah, there was a bit of rain last night, but it's exciting just being a bowler and being here amongst the superstars, but having the chance to actually call a game like the Under-18 girls final is just a fantastic achievement in my lifetime of bowls.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's I'm still it still would be considered a fairly young bowler, same as you, as that 5 to 7 year range of playing. But we've got two fantastic players, Reese Young from down my way, down in Merimbula, and Amity Bickley from Berwick in Victoria, sorry. And
so explain, Merimbula Inlay is the club, is that right? What's the Inlay part of it?
I think Inlay is part of the town, yep. So there was two towns that came together. Merimbula's a big growing tourist area. They sit down there and straddle the river down. The river on the Sapphire Coast, and Club Sapphire is actually the home ground, and that's a magnificent club. Brilliant.
And Reese herself, she's actually Under-18 Nationals gold medalist, and also New South Wales junior squad member at the moment as well.
That's right. If she keeps up her coaching and her form and high performance work, then she'll probably be wearing a Jackaroos on the fast track to a Jackaroos outfit at some point.
And also Amity Bickley is from the Berwick Club in Victoria, Under-18 Australian champion, runner-up, and she's part of the Under-18 Vic squad as well.
Yeah, big future for Amity, and Berwick, another beautiful club. And Mum Carly and Auntie Mel and Dad Scott, I think, are here somewhere, and supporting her clearly, and they'll have some great support today and a couple of great games. A great game coming up.
And the stats man from Bowls Land, our David Middleton, Lockie Williams said, we just mentioned that Reese beat Amity in that Under-18 Nationals Aussie Championships. So she won it. Amity came runner-up. Reese was the winner. There you go. So, of course, we've got to mention as well our volunteers for today. Our marker is Sharon Lister from the Manning Club in WA, I believe. And our two umpires are John Graham from the MCC Bowls section and Anne Summerall from the Corowa Services Club. Now, we're not far from getting underway here. And firstly, what we should do is thank our volunteers, supporters, and thank APIA. Bear with me 1 second. We'll get to them in a second. But yeah, so Ben, what are you looking for here today? What's the key here for an Under-18 girl to get herself in a position where she's going to win this particular final, which is 21 up, 3 hour time limit?
That's it, 21 up, 3 hour time limit. I can't see it going to 21. The greens have probably slowed down a bit, although it is bright and sunny. They'll quicken up. However, what I can expect is fairly aggressive bowls. These ladies know what they're doing. They know how to play, and they'll have all of the tricks that you can imagine that even a seasoned bowler would have. We'll learn a lot from these ladies today.
We've got the first roll of the jack there. Amity has the match. She'll be in yellow, and of course Reese Young in blue. And as we give that little introduction to the first bowl of the game, Chris Wallace joins us at the table. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Kyle. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Lockie. So another great day for some spectacular action. Two great competitors here in the Under-18 girls singles final, and Reese and Amity. Looking forward to this match.
We've had a little chat about Reese Young, but Amity Bickley from Berwick. Where's Berwick in Victoria for our listeners and viewers?
Berwick's in sort of the eastern suburbs of Melbourne. You could almost say northeast, but we're sort of eastern suburbs. So, Amity's been a superstar on the Victorian scene for quite a while, the junior scene. So spent some time at Dandenong before that as well, and has recently moved down to Tasmania. So, Victorian Under-18 Player of the Year. Represented Victoria well at state championships in recent years.
Just looking at opening bowls here. We've gone sort of a 3/4 length.
Yeah, early lengths will be they'll kind of get an idea of the green, and they have had a 2-end roll up, but it could take up to 4 ends to really figure out the really figure out the green and get their touch.
And we've witnessed a fantastic men's fours final over on one of our main rinks this morning with the combination Leicester, Sheriff skipped, Tees, and of course a Wedlock, beating the Queensland combination of Nick Cahill's team, of course. It was only one shot in, I believe, too. Wally?
Yeah, it was an exciting finish. So, look, all of the finals this week have been cracking matches. I expect this will be another one. So, with two great competitors here.
Holding 3 shots very early on here, Amity. Looking to convert a fourth.
Amity with the really colourful bowls. I assume they're an Aero.
They are.
Good shot.
They're an Aero Optimus, so that's size 2, and that's great openers from Amity.
Really important here that Reese at least cut this down, pop one in there.
And what's Reese rolling there, Chris?
Reese is rolling Drake's Pride Conquest, size 3, so a little bit bigger. Looking to, she had right weight there, but well, it's a multiple to Amity, but it's early in the game. Remembering this is a 21-up contest, so.
Looks like it will be a 4. Our marker, of course, Sharon Lister, has the paddles behind her back. And there is 4 on the first M, so 4-0. Just also update, also live at the moment, we have the over 60s men's pairs, which you can actually watch on one of our friends' Facebook's pages, Happy Bowler page, of course. We have the over 60s women pairs on our BA secondary stream, and the women's pairs from 11:30 a.m. on 7/2 Fox Sports KO and Sky Sport New Zealand. They've fixed up the Sky Sport New Zealand today, so that will be on Sky Sport New Zealand for our Kiwi friends.
Yeah, so we mentioned said Amity's had success at state level, but Reese, a very good bowler in her own right, has had good success at regional level. But also, these two girls met in the Under-18s final of the Australian Championships last year. So on that occasion, Reese was the victor. They were playing on a different green here at Broadbeach, but still playing at Broadbeach. It's great to see these two girls have been strong competitors for many years now.
Yeah, they'll know each other quite well. They know each other's games, and with the pathways and selection and with the Australian teams coming up, they're well known to the Bowls Australia operations team and the coaches there in the high performance sector, and they'll be being well looked at now, shooting up the rankings, making an Australian Open final, and that will not do their Jackaroo chances in the future any harm.
Yeah, so Reese putting in a great first bowl there. So arriving jack high, a little bit of breeze around this morning, so it's a little bit fluky.
And what are those things in the sky? Those grey and white things. I haven't seen those here before.
No, I haven't seen too many this week, but no, the weather has been brilliant. It is warm again today up here, looking like about 24 or 25 here at Broadbeach, and but a bit of cloud cover as Reese throws in another great bowl there. So.
Yeah, found a range. Well, now I was talking to Amity before the game. That strapping on her right knee, yes, it does hurt. She's had that for about 2 weeks now, so she's been playing the entire time up here with that strapping. She's just going to get through this tournament and give it a bit of a rest. But she started well.
Yeah, I feel a pain as a 45-year-old man. And with my busted knees, I feel the pain of that, and then she'll be working through some pain there, and just flexing it now, really concentrating on her legs.
I think that 4 on the first end might have taken a lot of pain away, though.
Correct.
Yes, and Reese just dropping them on the spot here in the second end. So some great opening bowls with a front toucher, trailed it back, holding 3. So brilliant bowls there from Reese. So
back-to-back 4s would be interesting. And Amity's playing with some weight here.
Yeah, she sent it out at a good line.
Needs to arrive.
Yeah, just a touch short, but good bowl nonetheless.
May have cut it back to 2 there.
That's what that's what Sharon said.
Marcus Sharon Lister from Manning. So Sharon, one of the best markers going around. Great to have her involved in this event.
Yeah, she's been wonderful. We've seen a lot of Sharon all week in her ITO outfit. She's a very skilled operator.
Amity and Reese walking around the head, just deciding if it is 2 or 3. 2's indication from Sharon, so score is 4-2.
Yeah, good, strong reply there by Reese. She was going forward and would have hurt a bit, but confidence regained with the multiple in the very next end. Some good support on the Facebook feed at the moment, and let us know where you're watching from and who you're getting behind. The messages of support from the players, they usually pass them on at the end and let them know how many they've had, how many shout-outs.
Yeah, it's great to see some support around the greens today too. So I've got plenty of school kids from local schools. It's their last day of school up here in Queensland, and they've come down to the greens here at Broadbeach. So I think we've got some volunteers from Mackenzie Park, Narang. A couple of different schools down here trying their hand at bowls, and maybe we'll see them on the greens one day contesting for one of these under-18s finals. Yeah,
we hope so. Hollywood is out there, the local RBM's out there doing helping run the rookie rollers. There's the school kids down there having a whale of a time. Actually, nice day for juniors.
And as it turns out, one of these girls will be the first new under-18 girls champion since 2019. Kate Argent-Bowden has won the last 2 of these events for the girls, but now she's too old for the under-18s. Remains a very good bowler and has gone deep in the open categories this week, Kate. First brand new winner for a while.
Yeah, I think the nerves might have settled now. Both young ladies will be fairly matched here today. A 4 and a 2 for the first 2 ends. It's definitely not going to be a runaway. These ladies are very good bowlers. We're talking about Reese Finn-Young. She's actually been picked up in the New South Wales junior squad this year, Chris.
She has, yeah, very good bowler. So, has been playing for a while. So, apparently introduced to bowls through her grandparents, John and Sue. I hear from her good clubmate Michael Wilkes. So, Mum Kelly's her number 1 fan, but been playing for a while now, and apparently also a very good netball and basketball player, but has chosen bowls to focus on as well. And
Well, Reese is only 16, so she'll be back next year. But Amity's 17 this year, so this will be her last under-18 tournament. But with her quality, she'll do well in the Opens next year for sure.
It will be, yeah, that's for sure.
So, Reese has had a great start here, guys, and is holding 4 at the moment.
It just turned that pressure switch up there, didn't she? Yeah, she's just turned it up right on to Amity here, so she's got to try and cut this back.
Yeah, certainly bounced back from dropping the 4 in the first end and putting the pressure straight back onto Amity with 2 good ends following, and Amity looking to arrive around the back.
This looks like a wonderful ball. Oh, it's unlucky.
Yeah, a very good effort. Looks like she has cut that down to 2, though. And we may see the scores now level. So some great opening bowls from both Amity and Reese, and we're at 4 all after 3 ends, noting that we're not limited to a number of ends in this game. And there is also quite a generous time limit, so we're playing anywhere up to 3 hours, but it is a first to 21 contest in this match.
And, of course, our volunteers APIA is proud to support the event volunteers and officials. APIA is helping you live the good life and play bowls. That's what I tried to get at before, Ben, when we first started, but I left my little cue card in the bag, so...
You read it so nicely.
I couldn't do it without a script. How bad am I going?
So Reese going a bit longer with this end. Playing the forehand and the western side of the green, which is Reese is playing, has generally been the wider hand all week. The breeze coming from that side of the green, so we might see some bowls swing across from time to time.
It is funny you say that. I'm looking up at the flags thinking that exact thing, but all the flags are flying in different directions. The wind is definitely swirling here around the buildings and around the clubhouse.
Nice reply here from Amity. Just going to get inside. Yeah, brilliant.
Understand Amity's mum, Carly, I think flew up this morning as a nice surprise to be here on the sidelines. So, that's...
Oh, look, one thing it's a parental thing. You just want to be there for the young ones when they achieve. and also want to be there for your young ones when they almost achieve. So her support here for Amity will be wonderful today.
Absolutely. And I'm looking at these two young ladies playing, and I'll be showing the replay of this because they're on an aeroplane at the moment. But my kids I'll be showing them a replay. My darling daughter, great shot there by Amity. I'll be showing my daughter this replay and encouraging her to get into bowls. I've got her a set, and I'd like to see her up here at the AO next year.
I'll be watching this replay myself. I can learn a few lessons here from these young ladies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so not far away there, Reese with her third. So good line she's found now on each of those bowls. Amity looking to play something similar to the last one.
And, Joel just asking if Amity's got a knee brace on. The answer is yes. We are. She's been wearing it for the last couple of weeks. Bit of a sore knee. To me, if I was just guessing, that looks like a patella support. So maybe just some patella tendonitis, and it's just sore, and she'll be resting it for a couple of weeks after this tournament.
Well, I'm going to go facts here. Kinesiology tape. It's actually a tape up and not a brace, but yeah, she's done the kinesiology on it. The tape they use these days. Fairly expensive, those rolls too, Ben. They're out there, but I have some at home. I used it to tape up my mouth so I stopped talking during the day.
Rubbish.
Doesn't work.
And Wayne Crouch, would you guys know what bowls the young ladies are playing with? And thanks for the compliments. Yeah, the Amity's playing with Aero Optimas, size 2. And Reese Young has Drake's Pride size 3, which she just used a really good effect there and brought Jack back for 2.
Yeah, they're Drake's Pride Conquest, those ones. So, but cracking bowl from Reese there. So no doubt, not only plenty of fans online, but around the country as well. I understand that Reese's classmates at Lumen Christie Catholic College in Pambula might be tuning in for this one. Could be on the big screens at school. So no doubt last day of school in New South Wales today, like elsewhere in the country.
Yeah, hi to everyone at Pambula. Great town. One of my favourite holiday destinations, actually.
I can just hear the kids cheering in the background as you said that. Yeah. On a good track here.
So Amity not far away.
May have cut it down, but looking at Sharon's paddles, I don't know.
Yeah, it certainly looks like Reese could still be holding 2. So Reese takes the lead after scoring 3 twos, now leading 6-4. So no doubt the classmates at Lumen Christie College might be going up on that result, but Amity will have plenty of fans too. So around Berwick in particular. A new location down in Tassie, and also plenty of friends at Dandenong as well. But Amity had a great year at Berwick this year. She played Open Division 1, so Berwick were quite successful in that division. So they might have narrowly missed out on finals, but they were competitive all the way through the season. So, yeah.
Now, we're wrapping up today. This is our last match. We're actually broadcasting on this particular platform from us, the B team. Gentlemen, highlights of the 2 weeks. Throw something at me. What has been the major highlight of the 2 weeks?
Oh, for me, it's been the close contest. I can't pick one single highlight, but the amount of games that have come down to the last end, essentially. Games that you think are going one way or the other. It's amazing how they've just been turned around, and we've seen just almost every final come down to the very last end, including this morning's match from the men's fours. I
couldn't agree more there. With those finals, I do have one specific game that I'll remember for a long, long time, and that's the final between Jacob and Disco on, oh God, I've forgotten what day it was. It was the other day at Helensvale. I've never seen a game like it, and we'll remember that one for a very, very long time. But they've all been such great contests. Well,
it's look at this, great second bowl here. Yep. Brilliant. For me, it's a funny one, but I'm going to go with a couple of left field comments. The actual participation, the amount of people that have been here, not only playing the game but also spectators, has been phenomenal. And I've got to go out on a limb and say, it's just been a very pleasant tournament. It's with friendly people. Yeah, another great bowl from Amity. Yep. But yeah, just friendly people. It's the whole thing. And third thing, I'm amazed by the amount of support we're getting from our Facebook fans that are saying, giving us, we do this as we volunteer to do this as part of our work, but we're not professionals at it, but our Facebook fans are loving the coverage, and we appreciate their comments.
Yeah, certainly great to see more than 400 people now tuning into this Facebook feed, but also there's close to 100 people around the green watching the finals in play. So, but in particular, what should be a great under-18 girls singles final.
Yeah, I've just noticed the kids that have come across and done the rookie rollers are now sitting here along the edge watching the under-18s really put a good battle in. They're putting some good bowls down, and if you're going to have an example of what you can aspire to for these young children down here, then couldn't think of a better contest.
Yeah, so Reese sticking with the forehand here does have her own bowl to arrive on, or to try to sit Amity's. It's gone a little.
Oh, make it a rub here.
Yeah, so
one to Amity now.
Yeah.
She's probably looking just to come down on a backhand and draw second shot here. Doesn't want to be too much through it all. Wants to just arrive.
Yeah, a bit of danger if the jack moves here, so she can just slip under her own.
She's definitely arriving. Where's she going to make contact? On her own?
She has contacted her own, but it looks like she may have stayed around for two, possibly. We'll see.
Yeah, it looks like
Just a one. So there we go. So showing indicating one. So score is 6-5 in favour of Reese.
And a very evenly matched contest at the moment. These, as I said, these girls are just they're probably veterans of the sport compared to some of us. They're playing, but they're just incredible skill.
Yeah, the talent, the spatial ability they've developed through this game and through the other sports they play. I think we mentioned that Reese was a netballer. So that spatial ability, that skill, that ability to continually adjust and mechanically build a skill set to deliver really accurate bowls all the time. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Amazing in under-18s.
And Amity, you said using some tactics here to change the length. So Matt's gone right back to the tee, lengthened it out. So looking at about a 32-metre end on this one. So not far away with the first. That's a good bowl to be behind the jack.
How would the surfaces compare to Merimbula Inlay to Broadbeach, mate? They got what are the surfaces down there, Ben?
Down at Merimbula, well, you're looking at a couple of synthetics under cover, so not really comparable at all. Facility down there, as I said, Club Sapphire, they do have one grass green. I'm not sure, to be honest, how often they use it. I think the indoors get used far more than the grass, but magnificent facility down there.
Yeah. Great weight from both Reese and Amity there. Reese is first and Amity's second. So, yeah, and over at Berwick, Amity's where she plays, there's 3 grass greens and 1 undercover these days over at Berwick. Wow. They've just got a brand new undercover facility. So, and prior to that, Amity spent some time at Dandenong, which also had both. So 1 outdoor grass and 1 undercover carpet. So experience playing on all surfaces, which has no doubt helped her progress through her bowls journey.
Of course, 1C Wallace is a Dandenong member there.
Yeah. I can't hear any pride in your voice at all.
No. I was fortunate to spend some time playing with Amity in our top side for a couple of years there. So, she's always had the potential to be a star of the future, that's for sure. And plenty of development's gone into Amity's career, and with the support of coaches at Berwick and people like Rob Wilson at Dandenong prior to that. So. I would say, and state coaches, of course, as well, because she has been playing some fantastic state bowls for the Victorian junior side.
Will the move to Tasmania take her out of the Victorian side, or will she commute across the strait?
I believe she's planning to make the trip across for Berwick. She's been picked in a Victorian Bowls League side, I think, for Port Sorell. In the UBC for Port Sorell. So, no doubt might also be up for a VBL team as well in the Victorian Bowls League, but UBC representation at a young age is a great feather in a cap as well. So as we look at this head, it looks like it could be. So Reese just really good weight again, but just slid under from that on that wide hand.
And you can see what the change of length has done. There were all but 1 bowl was short of the jack there. and good tactical move there by Amity.
Yeah, so just 1-Amity, scores a level again. That's 6 apiece this time.
So we're all square again, and just a reminder, the Australian Open is supported by Major Events Gold Coast and the Queensland Government through Tourism and Events Queensland. And just a stat for the tournament, guys, 37 live streams we've done through BA, more than 65 hours of bowls over the 2 weeks. So it's an amazing amount of coverage, and no wonder we're getting good comments from our fans on Facebook, but it's bringing the game to the people. That's what we're all about at Rinkside.
Yeah, so and Amity just looking to go a bit longer with the jack roll there, and has sunk the jack. So I'm at a couple of metres off the tee now. Dare say Reese will play around about 3/4.
Maddie Flapper on the comments pointing out that Amity made her debut for Victoria as a 12-year-old and played in a gold medal winning nationals team in the same year.
Yeah, amazing. And Maddie's had a big influence on Amity's career, and too being a Victorian junior coach. So great to see Maddie tuning in for this one.
Yeah, great to see our superstars of the game tuning in and helping us out as well.
Maddie, a Victorian bowls legend, of course.
Australian bowls legend too.
Australian bowls legend.
Superstar legend. I fell short there, didn't I? But legend of the game.
Yes, international bowler of the year, and in the past, good opening bowl from Amity on probably what wasn't her preferred length, and Reese has responded pretty well as well. So
yeah, a couple of good opening bowls there from the ladies. Amity just to come down on the backhand here, just needs to tighten it up slightly. Take a touch of weight off. She's on a good track here.
Yeah, no, good second bowl. So a couple of feet short of jack on a good line. And both Reese and Amity now have found their weight pretty well. So the line can be a little bit tricky as the wind comes and goes. It's all the flags are quite still at this moment. And even the sun's sort of coming and going at the moment too, coming between the clouds.
Yeah, I'm currently putting sunscreen on, just in case. I have got a awesome tan from this week.
Yeah, very good weight again from Reese. So it's like 1 to Reese was indication.
Yeah, it looks like 1 to Reese.
So, Amity looks to just slip under Reese's last bowl. May even get a connection. She has indeed, so that's good enough a shot.
Chris, in Victoria, for someone like Amity, do they have I know in New South Wales we have an under-18 and also an under-25. Is there an under-25 pathways team down there?
There's under-18s team, yeah. So, look, I mean, Amity's the sort of player that could probably, be knocking on the door of open squad representation.
Senior selection,
soon.
yeah.
So there is also said there has been a Victorian junior league, so a bit like a junior pennant format, which many of the juniors in Victoria have got some good experience, and they don't necessarily have to play the long form or the pennant form, but albeit Amity has been the last few years, along with a lot of other up-and-coming juniors, like the Chromies and others that people might have heard of. So,
Smart bowl there by Amity, just covering those three at the back. A bit worried she could have shut the door here on the right-hand side by pushing Jack back, but choosing to go back to Reese's bowls and make sure that she can't score a big multiple.
Yeah, holding two. Sensible shot, indeed.
Looking at probably 2 and a measure there. It's a funny angle we sit on, but on screen it looks like 3. We'll see what our marker Sharon says.
Yeah, Sharon had indicated 2, so I was just going off what she indicated. Yeah. But room there for Reese indeed. So she sent it out on a good line. It's going to be all about the weight now.
Just don't think she'll finish on the green now for that.
Yeah. But right track again, and it is 2 to Amity, so score goes to 8-6 in Amity's favour. It's a bit of a seesawing contest, so Amity starting picking up the 4, so Reese winning the next 3 ends to go to a 2-shot lead, and now Amity winning the last 3 ends. So,
and also on a 2-shot lead. Yeah, this is what I think we can expect all game.
Yep, so great to see that, that both Amity and Reese are encouraging others to get into bowls. So I had a comment there from Jade to say that encouraging the younger bowlers who are just starting. So Jade's own daughter, who's 12, looking to get into it. So yeah, great to hear, because as many people might appreciate, if you look at the current Australian Jackaroos team, and especially everyone that's going to compete in the upcoming World Bowls Championships, they all began their bowls career somewhere between 9 and 13 years of age. And we're just hearing that Jade's daughter was on the live stream the other day, Ella. Yeah, so very good.
Not just a stats man over there, Lockie. Got a really good memory for names too. Well done.
And Reese on a forehand here.
Yeah, so good opening bowls. Great one from Reese. So just pulled up, a foot short of Jack. A good line. Amity on a backhand, looking to find that track under her own, or can push her own through. Definitely got some more weight on this one.
The fans turning up now with signs. I can't quite read what that one says. But, good shot there by Amity. I'm not sure she's holding shot. I think the one at the front still got it. No indication there from Sharon, though.
That sign there, marry me, Chris Wallace.
Yeah.
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the fans are out today.
Definitely spoken for, and my better half's been carrying a big load these last couple of weeks, especially with the 2 kids at school. That's for sure.
One blue paddle in the air. So, yeah, Reese holding shot there at the front.
Yes, shout out to my wife, Felicity. Not that she'll be watching, because she'll be teaching at school herself today. So,
That's right.
Well, she might have the big screen on at school.
Yeah.
So I'd shout out to my wife as well, but she's definitely not watching. I'll get her one day in the bowls.
Amity on a similar weight here, looking at a slightly tighter line. It's just connected with her own. Good weight again. And look, fantastic weight from the girls. With 8 ends into the game. They took a couple of ends to probably feel out the pace of the green. But, now when you're throwing bowls within a metre of correct length consistently, it shows how good they're going.
Oh, wow.
Reese, great bowl coming in here. Found her own bowl. Yep, looks like she's made 2, I would think.
Don't know if she rolled forward enough with her bowl there, the active bowl. We'll see in a second. She's having a good look.
Yeah, Amity playing some more direct weight here.
Yep.
So
2 shots.
Yep.
Ooh, that could be a third.
Yeah, good weight for the shot. Yes, it's unfortunate she's just peeled her own out of the head there, but it gives Reese a chance for a full count here.
I think that was always the risk on that shot. She only had one in the head, as it were, the other 2 sitting outside Reese's other bowl, and unfortunately knocking her own away to give away another shot.
A bit of a free kick here for Reese, and she's converted well.
Yeah, perfect bowl.
So looks like it may be a full count.
Sharon's certainly holding that behind her back and lifting it in the air now, a full count.
Awesome. So there we go. That's another change to the lead. So Reese picking up 4. That goes the score to 10-8.
So it's interesting, a theory in bowls that I heard from one of my previous seniors in this role as an RBM was that usually the player that's winning on the 7th end is often the player that wins. And we're talking about the great stats man, Clive Adams, and he's been back through his records and he's found, that about 72% of the time, I think he told me, he'll be listening, he might be able to give me a comment and let me know.
Well, it's funny you say that. One W Shipley has the same statistics. It must be, yeah. So they talk about the 7th end, and it's an amazing statistic of how many people win after the 7th end.
Yeah. It looks like we've got Amity's dad tuning in as well, so providing some further background, saying that Amity started at Rosebud West when she was just 7 in a school program. So there you go, and cheering from Amo from back home, I imagine.
A school program, I wonder if that's Rookie Rollers, or I think it was called Jack Attack Junior a few years ago.
Yeah, great start from Amity. Yeah, that's what she needed.
Good way to respond after he's dropped a 4. So 4 great bowls from Reese in the last end. A bit unfortunate to take her own out of the head, but looks like Reese has got a bit more weight on this one. Might be just sliding under the head.
Yeah, just lost the line there a little bit. We're in that situation. Amity just now, she's going to turn the pressure back on, hopefully draw a second shot here, and that pressure then goes back onto Reese to respond.
So another good bowl from Amity. So Amity's had some experience playing in some big events. So I believe she played in the Junior Nugget in recent years as well. So came up against some good competition. Coach at the time, Britt Jago, spent a bit of time with a few of the younger chargers at that event. But plenty of experience for the juniors these days. Many great events around the country. So the Junior Nuggets played at Tweed Heads is just one of those. But great to see many clubs offering more events for juniors as Reese draws a great second shot there. But Amity holding one.
And we definitely need to for clubs and states just to see more junior activity and junior events, because it's the future of the game. We rely on our players coming through out of other sports midlife, but we definitely need to encourage, promote, and make sure, nurture our younger players to make sure they come through the ranks.
Yeah, and great to see so many clubs and regions actually supporting junior academies, and Reese has come out of the junior academy down at Rimbula, and thanks to the people with experience like Michael Wilkes, great Australian representative in his own right, and has been an Australian Open winner himself, being able to share his experience with Reese and others coming through junior academies like the one down at Rimbula around the country.
Great track here from Reese. Just going to slide past. What a great bowl.
Fantastic bowl. That was... gave herself a great chance at sort of arriving there. Jack or Bowl would have delivered the shot, but just slid by on that occasion.
Now, a couple of things going through Amity's mind here. Whether she's going to play the forehand, just needs to arrive. Doesn't want to play with too much weight and lose that Jack back to Reese. Chance to add an extra, but needs to stay away from these two bowls. We'll see.
Rocked one of Reese's in. We'll see.
She'd hate to do that 2 ends.
Yeah, it looks like it might have given one to Reese, and that is the indication from Sharon. So a bit unfortunate there, but one to Reese, taking the score to 11-8 in Reese's favour. Great head of bowls, though. That was some fantastic bowls. So even the one that slipped a little bit tight was still great weight.
And that selection process with maturity and with more game time, I know they've both been playing a long time, but as they mature, as they age, that selection process there might have been a different. There may have been a different attack on what happened there.
Yeah, indeed.
Yep. Sorry, Kyle. I'm expecting to see Reese Young at the New South Wales Junior Championships in Warilla coming up in July. That's probably her next tournament. I'll be there with Wilksy. You mentioned Wilksy before, and that's in my area down there in the Illawarra. Great club, Warilla.
Yeah, I can definitely see Reese feature at many junior championships. So we mentioned earlier that Amity was a sort of Victorian state champion, so current Under-18 singles champion, and great to see the support for both players sort of around the greens. We have a current superstar of the game and previous junior champion in Dawn Heyman sitting behind the rink, cheering on Reese at the moment. So great to see Dawn taking time out to support a future superstar.
Yeah, what a mentor she would be. Dawny, one of my favourite players on the Australian squad as a Jackaroo. She was a Perth Sun, just need to get that plug in there as well. In COVID hit BPL 14.
Favourite team, that's it?
Oh, definitely.
Got all the gear, haven't you, Ben?
Absolutely, full kit. Wear it on Fridays.
Only on Fridays.
So good opening bowls again this end. So measure for shot probably at the moment. It looks like Amity's looking just to draw around, sit on her own. Will probably get the shot, and she has. That's
taking
indication
that away
from Sharon.
Well, Sharon's indicated 2 there, so it might be. It looked like 1 in a measure now, but she's held up 2.
Yeah, looks like 2 from the angle I've got here.
Yeah, and a shot on here for Reese just to put a little bit of extra weight on. Her own coming in, can slide around to get to Amity's bowls.
It's all that line. Looks like she's crossed a bit early. Really good weight correction.
Yeah, perfect weight for the shot. Really just rolling her own bowl a couple of times, sitting on Amity's. The wind just has picked up again a little bit, so definitely coming from that western side of the green, or the side that both Amity and Reese are playing at the moment. Amity on a good line again here. Looks like she's dropped a little weight. Has snuck around the front and
Oh,
trailed the
move,
jack. Excellent shot for what looks like now at least 2.
Yep, 2 it is still.
Yep, no, it's 2.
Jack moving across a little bit towards Reese there and not quite giving you the 3 she would have been after, but still a magnificent shot.
Yeah. So
Opened it up here for Reese on the backhand though. You can see it now.
has just she hasn't played this hand on this end yet, so forced her across. She's played wonderful weight again. Just slid through on that occasion, but
Good effort.
Yeah.
She had shots on both hands there. Her last shot would have been, if she replicated her last shot, it would have carried Jack to her. But seeing it on that open hand's a real temptation, and played pretty well to get there.
Amity just looking to sit and stay here on this bowl out there with Reese's, but no, she's just fallen short.
may not have quite reached, so it looks like it will be 2. And once again, the contest becomes even tighter.
Amanda Jeffs, the score in the over 60s game looks like they're on their 5th end, but I can't see who's on which side there, but it's a score of 7-1 at the moment. Well, results available, live results available on the Bowls Australia Bowls Now app, which you can get on the Play Store or whatever Apple uses. And not an Apple user myself. And
App Store.
App Store,
Yep,
there you go. So you can jump on there, get that, and you can get all the live results as well as articles and blog posts, reviews as well. Everything at your fingertips with the Bowls Now app.
So score here is 11-10 in favour of Reese Young. It is a 21-up singles game. There is also a time limit, but we don't suspect that we'll need that today. The time limit is of 3 hours. But we're 40 minutes into this game so far, and it's proving to be an enthralling contest. Amity just dropping a bit short on the line, but Reese, good weight with the first one here. A couple of feet short, but a good first shot.
I can give you an update from the over 60 men's pairs. So it is the combination of Greg Brims and Eric Ryan from New South Wales leading 7-1 over Max Jaffray and Neville Jenkins from Queensland. So we've got the Ryan combination in yellow over there and the Jenkins combination in the blue.
So Reese not far away again with that last bowl of hers. So holding one at the moment. And he's pushed it out on a wider line this time. Also got a bit more weight.
Yeah, good correction here. Chalk coming out.
Yes, great shot.
Tough because once again changed to a longer end. And as we have our normal 11:30 a.m. Fire truck run, the longer end, and she's just dropped a couple short, but corrected well to get up all the way to the jack at that time.
Yeah, Reese has played a great weight again on this one. So it's going to finish jack high. But, just plays that one a touch tighter. She'll get the result with the next. Amity, of course, just looking to replicate now and play the same bowl, essentially. Tucks it away would probably be even better. But, just a bit of a shake of the hands as she's walking down the rink there. And
willing it on.
Yeah, probably just didn't like it as much. I think she knew early, just pushed that a bit wide. The weight was pretty good. Reese, just probably a small correction off her last bowl. Weight was spot on. Has tightened it, but maybe tightened it a bit too much on this occasion.
Well, played good weight, just missed everything.
Yeah.
That's a very unfortunate.
Yeah, just probably eyes lit up at the jack high bowl there and thinking bowl or jack will get me the result.
I know that feeling quite well.
And we're all locked up again now.
That's it. Yeah, so 11 apiece.
And a shout out to Marty Wheeler on the North Coast. I know his daughter, I'll be encouraging her to get into bowls when she can actually hold a bowl properly. She's got some skills.
Here's some numbers for you. 11 all on 11 ends.
Yeah, 11, 11, 11. So some similar scoring too. So both Reese and Amity have picked up a 4. Reese has picked up 3 twos. Amity's picked up a couple of twos. So Amity's won one more end. But yeah, it's Amity won the last 2. Reese the 2 before that. So we'll see. Amity's chosen to go long here. The greens here at Broadbeach are about 36 metres. So with the mat being on the tee and the jack probably a metre and a half off, we're between 33 and 34 metres here.
That's an excellent opening bowl there from Amity too.
Yeah. Magnificent. She's got all the shots. Let's see if she's got enough ammo.
Very good. That's it. Amity's nickname too, so Ben.
That's it. I've been watching everyone say go ammo.
Go ammo. So great start from Amity, and Reese looking to draw inside, which she may just have done. Beautiful bowl, so not far off the jack there. Gives Amity just a slight look at it.
Yeah, it's not quite on the line there, so she'll be able to see jack, and that's an important thing. It's tough when the front bowl's covering it completely. It's played that really well, just dropping short, I think. Yeah, about 2 feet short, but a good sider. Hope she's not in her own way.
Yeah, so forces, I said, Reese onto the other hand. She's got a chance to play onto her own. Might just be a bit under this time.
Just a quick update from the over 60 men's. The combination of Brims and Ryan just picked up a 4. Now lead, after 6 ends, they lead 12-1.
Yeah, really kicking away there, aren't they?
Amity looking to slide past her own has just gone underneath on this occasion.
Played really good weight. That's really smart bowling. She had her own to knock up and through, and or move jack or move Reese's bowl. That's an intelligent game to play.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, could have played tight for Reese's there, and wasn't far away from that with her own bowl waiting behind. Reese would love to change the head here and arrive on her own. Just might be a bit short this time around. Yeah, so this is causing a pause for thought for Amity. She
didn't miss much with that last weighted shot, and she's got the option again. Probably not on the other hand.
2 seconds here, so looking to have a hunt for Reese's bowl. She's not far away, but good effort. Good effort. Gives a chance for a bit of a free kick here, though, for Reese now.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there by Amity. Sometimes that front bowl can get in your eye. It's called you'll hear bowlers say it. Don't look at the front bowl. Look at where you're trying to go. But it's called a negative fixation. And sometimes you can just look at it and force you to play towards it, which it looked like Amity did there. But this is a great
excellent bowl from Reese. So it takes the opportunity to take the free kick, draw second shot, and that will take her to the lead once again. So just getting confirmation from Amity and Sharon. Yep, 2 shots to Reese. She will lead now 13-11.
Well, 13-11 after 12. And Ben, what chapter in the new book will that be, that negative fixation? I just want to know. Chapter 3?
A book on bowl psychology. Yeah, we could do that.
I actually I looked at I did listen to a bowls tape. It was a meditation tape once about you listen and it can improve your bowls by 50%. They said you can definitely improve your bowls by 50% by listening to this meditation tape. Well, I started at 0, and as you know, and an additional 50% of 0 was still 0. Yeah, so it didn't help me.
Negative fixation is also something that happens to car drivers when they see something they don't want to run into, but they keep looking at it and they'll often run into it despite knowing it's a danger. Bowlers do it too.
Chapter 3. See, I told you. Great opening start there from Reese.
Yeah, good change of length and, just dropping in less than a yard behind the jack. That's a great starter again. Amity not far away with her first either. Looking to sit on Reese's and just slid by.
I have been watching the body language of these ladies. That often do for the bowlers. You can get a real indication of where they are in a game by watching the way they react to their bowls, and that these two absolutely focused. Nothing but seems to be in their mind except the jack and their next shot, not really reacting to their bowls much at all.
Certainly some experience beyond their years, so no doubt that's a product of all the good coaching that they've had at their clubs and at state level, and no doubt support of their parents and families as well to get them to this stage. But remarkable that seeing with bowls of this quality.
It's been a highlight of the whole tournament, Chris, hasn't it? The actual behaviour and the attitude and the sportsmanship of all of our players, but especially the juniors. We've got a really wonderful group of up-and-coming players.
Absolutely. So it's fantastic to see.
And that shot from Reese just rolling Amity's bowl out, so she's definitely holding one there. Probably that short bowl's not in the count. Or a little bit.
Amity just turned her back on that one quickly, so didn't like that out of the hand at all. But does have one more left.
Yeah, has thrown two fairly heavy ones down that side. There's a lot of room to draw there.
So Reese sent this one out in a good line. Will bend back nicely.
Yeah, that's a
Got
fantastic
the weight to beat up first shot as well. So.
Sharon holds up two paddles, indicating she is holding two shots there. That short one not in the count.
So Amity was spinning the bowl around in her hand there, thinking about what shot to play. And she's playing the backhand, following Reese's bowl up. Can probably look to play something similar, hoping to get at the very least second shot.
Very decent weight, or just cut through.
Oh yeah, if it arrived on that front bowl, would have a result, but. Feels like and looks like it may be two to Reese here.
And two blue paddles.
The indication is two from our marker, Sharon Lister. So, again, Sharon doing a great job helping out marking not just this match, but she's been officiating for plenty of matches this week.
Yeah, good point there by Kaz in the comments. Two very different styles of delivery. And I was about to make a comment on that as well, for two different styles, and that can be down to sometimes the coach has a preferred style and the way you develop as a junior. I'll just watch and describe what I see from Reese. She lines up really well, straight back, high head, beautiful movement. Has a delivery that I'd say is pretty similar to Aaron Wilson. Will push off and not pose at the bottom. Will step forward on the mat, a good forward movement.
Yeah, they're quite different deliveries, aren't they? Between Reese and Amity, that's for sure.
Amity very high at the start, steps forward with a very low centre of gravity and pauses at the bottom with a hand in front, which is probably the classical style of delivery.
Yeah, and a rare stray bowl there from Reese. Of course, all bowlers do that. It's understandable. Getting quite warm now here at Broadbeach too, it must be said. So that earlier cloud cover has now well and truly gone.
Yeah, we've even got Lockie over here taking his jacket off.
So, the green probably slightly quicker pace than when this game first started under full cloud cover and still a little bit of moisture in the greens.
Now, I did notice Amity reach for her shorts before, a little bit of sweat appearing on the hands. We are heading for a top of 27 today, which is probably one of the warmest days we've had up here in the 2 weeks.
I wish you hadn't told me that. I didn't know that. Yeah, it is 27. Will be the warmest day I've had since Saturday.
Now, a lot of room here for Reese to draw the shot. Shot bowl probably a metre a bit away.
I'm sure she'll be correcting off those first two. The good weight that we've seen so far this game. So, this length has just both found out, both Amity and Reese so far. Probably a very rare scattered head of what we've seen in this game. Certainly room for either girl to take the end here.
I've just noticed on the stream the chief of personnel or chief of culture at the Australian Olympic Committee jumping on to have a look. I'd like to see this game at the Olympics, so shout out to you, Amy.
Yeah, great bowl here from Reese. So has found the right weight and the line to draw the shot. And as I mentioned, this end was for the taking. So Reese is first to it. Amity just looking for a bit more weight in the air. Just
Not happy with
threw
that
her head
one.
in the air. Not really happy with that out of the hand. But
I have to say, this is the first time I've seen any kind of a reaction from a wild shot. She won't be happy with the end. 3 short ones and one way too long. But a bit of a surprise. She's good enough to come back. Then they're not that far apart in the end.
no, just probably had a chance just to probably compose herself a little bit there. It was a rare scrappy end. Reese now scoring 3 ends in a row. Chance for Amity to score there and take the momentum back and perhaps change the length. But still, anyone's game in this first to 21 contest.
The breeze really kicking up a little bit now. It's got a more defined direction, I have to say, but almost directly diagonal across the green here from which camera are we looking at? From the left to right. Going to make it a bit tricky for the ladies to play.
Yeah, so Reese scoring on the last 3 ends and got a great opener here coming in as well. It's going to be just short of Jack, but not too far at all.
No, very good start again from Reese. Amity has to respond here. She's got the talent. She needs to fight back. We're not getting to desperation stages yet, but she needs to pick up a couple of ends in a row.
You start to feel the pressure, and I think that's what's showing from Amity at the moment, where she did show a bit of exasperation. She had probably on the end before, she wouldn't have been happy with 3 of the 4 shots she put down, and then on that one, definitely not happy with any of her shots, and the pressure building, not on scoreboard, but maybe perceived pressure. Maybe she's really feeling it.
Yeah, there's another bowl, great bowl from Reese comes in there. Yeah, it's just about taking one bowl at a time. When you've got close bowls like this, it's all about just trying to draw a close second, even if you can't get the absoluta. Amity's sent this out a bit wider, a little bit quicker, but yep, so gave herself a decent chance at reaching there. But yeah, just a bit of a gap opening here at the moment, and Reese can really put the pressure on by drawing a third here.
And look at this again. This is a fantastic bowl. Once again, the girl from the South Coast really putting it to her opponent here. Has just run through past Jack and he's holding 3.
Amity just looking to find that length that's in the middle of the first 2 bowls, so played a great line on both.
Couple of big bowls coming up here. This is at a stage where, see what Reese does with this, but Amity will definitely have to cut this back.
You don't want to see a big psychological blow here, and that a 4 here would do it. She's played this pretty well.
Needs to get around the front one.
Or through the front one unexpectedly.
Good weight again, and may have, yes, Sharon is indicating that is the 4th shot.
Massive bowl. Captain obvious, but massive bowl here.
So Amity watching this one intently, motioning that it might just be running through.
Oh, it's
close. It's close.
That's a brilliant bowl.
Wow.
Yeah, she indicated that she didn't seem to like that out of her
No,
hands.
at all. She was.
Oh yeah, it's around the air, but that's a brilliant bowl to in a tight head when could have been staring at just about almost game down, one off match, and she's turned that around to draw the shot. And
that's the difference between people who are winners and people who just get out there for do their thing. Because look, I'm in a situation sometimes I go, I've got 11, that'll do. But she knows she had to get in there. She wants this title. She bowled brilliantly. That's 3 down, 4 down.
4 down.
Bang.
that was great composure.
Brings it back. Yeah.
Could have been looking at 20-11 down.
Yeah, that's massive from Amity there, and to draw that. And she wasn't happy. The body language went down straight away. Got a bit of an assist for the wind to curl it around enough just to rest on the back on Reese's bowl, and that was fantastic to see. I
like this attitude. Matt up, Jack on the tee. There's been a few bowls that have been going through their head a bit, so I like this. I like this change of length, change of attitude.
Yeah,
me too. I love that.
No, fantastic bowls from both Reese and Amity. Reese playing 4 absolute crackers to set that up, and then for Amity to draw around that. Thought it was through the head, but as you said, Kyle, a bit of extra wind has brought that back, and another great starter here from Reese.
Reese has really found a range, hasn't she? She's but it takes one bowl. That's the beauty of our game. It only takes one bowl.
And this singles game we've seen so many times over the last couple of weeks in this competition that you're never out of it. Just got to keep winning.
Amity with a bit more weight on this one, looking to sit on Reese's. Is very good bowl and a great second. But certainly Reese exhibiting some really good first bowl pressure at the moment on these last few ends, and off when you're in front, that's all you need to do.
An indicator from Sharon there of 1. Reese just dropping that one a little short.
Amity sticking on the backhand. We'll look to probably need to get under Reese's bowl at the front. She's played a bit more weight. She may just have done this.
Oh.
She's got close and just rocked Reese's bowl in, but that was a fair effort.
And another really good, confident decision. A lot of players there are indecisive and thinking about what, maybe I can draw it off, but happy to run through. That's and make the decisive shot, really close to getting it too.
Probably see Reese has done well here to put one behind, but I can probably see weight coming again here.
Yeah, great bowl from Reese. She's drawn second. So Amity does, the draw was tough by the head's position, so she is playing weight.
And just cutting under and into the ditch, 2 down at this point.
Now Reese with last bowl, she can draw that third shot here.
I said 2 without actually checking there, by the way.
No,
so
Sharon had indicated 2 already. So Reese just running into a front bowl there, so it looks like it will remain 2. Sharon's got very good eyes. No doubt better than ours from over here, where we're sitting.
Very, very, very experienced ITO.
And yes, so 2 to Reese. Score goes to 18-12 in Reese's favour.
And of course, APR is proud to support the event volunteers and officials. APR is helping you live the good life and play bowls.
Reese, all credit to Reese at the moment. She's playing in, with machine-like focus. She's unbelievable at the moment. She's dialed into the jack, dialed into the weight of the green. The wind hasn't really affected her. Her last, 6 out of her last 8 bowls have been within a couple of feet of jack. And that's just great bowling from the South Coast local. Now,
you notice I haven't mentioned the... I'm not mentioning it.
No, you can't mention it. No, so, but...
Can we say launch pad?
Nope.
No,
that's it.
So,
never again, Val Febo, wherever you are, young man.
So this end a bit longer, and Reese has, again, found a good line, but just dropped that one short. So little opening here for Amity. As we've spoken about a number of times this week, first bowl's so important in a game of singles. So if you can keep exhibiting that first bowl pressure, it can really start in your opponent's mind if they can't find a way to score.
And a fair shot there by Amity. She's a good metre and a half short by the looks of things, but slightly better than Reese. And they'll both get closer and closer with each bowl, as exhibited by Reese here as she draws around. And I thought that was going all the way, but still a good metre, little over a metre short.
Yeah, made half the correction she needed to, so good adjustment, and no doubt we'll look to add a bit more to the next, as will Amity here, again playing the backhand, which has been the wider hand that side of the green.
And Ronald Murdoch, yes, it is first to 21, and with a match limit of 3 hours, but I doubt we'll get to that problem at the moment.
Now, the speed of play has been incredible too, the quality, the speed, the sportsmanship. It's been a wonderful match.
So Reese just changing hands here, noting there is a fair bit of room on the other side of the green. Not going to bend as much from that side, but reasonable weight again. Again, this end just crying out for someone to throw a closer one ahead. Which looks like Amity may have just done. Brought it back beautifully on the right hand. Great weight, and that is the absoluter.
And that's the standard we expect from Amity. I think for some reason she's disappointed with herself and has been disappointed with a lot of the bowls, but she'll be very happy with that one. It's all up to Reese now to respond.
Yeah, Reese just looking for a passage to that bowl now. So with a bit of a few short bowls in the way, there is a shot there on her forehand.
Yeah, the forehand is what she played. That's the open window. She's played with some intent. She's definitely going to reach.
Yeah, good reaching weight. It's not far away.
Oh my goodness, that was close.
And that's a wonderful effort. That was absolutely the shot to play. She's got a good second. Gave herself a good chance of reaching and disturbing. Shot bowl or jack.
Yeah, good smart bowl.
And Amity,
Similar
just to play the same.
Yeah, similar line to a first here.
Hasn't had the gust of wind this time, but it's going to come around. There's space there. I think
Coming in
she's
the
got
wide
two.
hand, and that should be 2 shots. So great weight on both of those last 2 bowls. And as we see another turn in this game, the score goes to 18-14 in favour of Reese.
Yeah, we love the twists and turns in the singles game.
So Amity now winning 2 out of the last 3 ends. So
And again, it looks like a bit of a change. So she's taken Matt right back this time.
yeah, lots of jack in the ditch earlier in the game, but this one will be safe. So looking at about a 3/4 length, the Matt right back.
There have been a lot of length changes in this game. There's been no consistent length played by either ladies, but then the game's, a couple of ends here, a couple of ends there till they get back, but no clear advantage at any length for either of them.
No, and yet they've adjusted so well, Ben, haven't they? Really,
Oh,
generally.
completely.
I mean, we've seen a few loose bowls, but everyone does that. But it's amazing how generally well they've corrected. And Amity, good weight with her first there, just to set a little narrow on this wider hand. Breeze up a little bit again from that western side. Reese has given it some good grass on this occasion, and also good weight as well. And that's going to be a great first bowl.
Fantastic shot there by Reese. Magnificent. She's a bit of a target there. She hasn't quite stopped in front of Jack. It's hanging out. And Amity does have a bit of a deadly, heavier shot and can play with some confidence now to cross either onto Jack or onto Reese's bowl. And shout out to Hayley Jasesnik down in Melbourne. A great support to our RBMs and a champion person at Bowls Australia.
Yeah, and it had a lot to do with introducing many of our juniors to bowls through sporting schools programs and many of the support to the RBM team indeed. So as Reese plays a brilliant bowl here to trail Jack behind her front one, tuck it away, makes it, a different shot now for Amity. So
it's still very
changing hands.
It's just with the wider bowls, the Optimus, she's got space on either hand. The breeze pushing across the green from her right. She's gone the narrower side.
Yeah,
played it pretty good.
He's playing narrow that hand, so very good weight. Has dropped just short. Reese is holding at the moment. That is the indication from Sharon, our marker. Might look a bit different on the screen, but there's a few inches in that.
Yeah, we spoke before about Hayley introducing a lot of juniors, and you and her pivotal in getting those All Abilities kits out too. And I know that Hayley a few weeks ago got to see the All Abilities kits in action, which was a big moving moment for her, and just a big congratulations to her. I love them as well.
Indeed, and Amity just looking to really just add a little bit to her last. Doesn't need to change much. If she just slips by her own, she may get the shot, and this is looking close. It's coming in. It could be.
A good hard look here by Sharon.
Yeah, and Reese is just going over for a chat to her
One
mentor and
yellow.
coach in Dawn Heyman today. It is 1 to Amity. So Dawn Heyman, superstar of Australian bowls, just said,
Yeah, the ladies are
Coaching Reese.
allowed to coach, I think, in these singles games, the under-18s.
every player's allowed to
Every
coach.
player's allowed to coach. There you
Yeah.
go. So good idea having Dawny there. Dawny can read ahead. Is masterful at the chess game that bowls can sometimes be. There is an option here for Reese on the wider hand to carry through, or a heavy shot and try to split Amity at the front. Will be an interesting choice. I think Dawn was calling her down on that wide hand.
Yeah, so of course coaches should be nominated before games, but every player's allowed to coach in generally whatever format they're playing, unless the conditions of play say otherwise. But I don't think I've seen too many conditions of play that would say that. So Reese here, after some advice from Dawn Heyman, looking to probably play the split between the front two.
Waving it on, just missed out. A little edge over there. May have moved them both out, but has pushed it a little bit wide. We'll get a call soon, whether it's one or two. I suspect one.
Yeah, it looks like it will be one. I think Sharon had indicated before that Amity's other bowl wasn't quite there. So another one to Amity, takes her to 15 and Reese to 18.
And 2 ends in a row there, those all-important back-to-back ends. She gives her control of the jack once again. And slowly catching.
So hopefully Reese's classmates at Lumen Christi Catholic College enjoying this match, along with many of her supporters, so grandparents John and Sue, and Mum Kelly, who's a number one fan, and of course Michael Wilkes and everyone at the Marimbula Bowling Club, Marimbula Imlay Bowling Club, which is also known as Club Sapphire.
Just a quick update from the men's over 60 pairs. The combination of Greg Brims and Eric Ryan from New South Wales leading 12-5 after 9 ends over Max Jaffrey and Neville Jenkins. And gentlemen, we won't, once we finish here after this game, we have still some tantalising, great opening start there from Amity, tantalising games still on our Facebook page. We will continue at 2 p.m. with the Under-18 boys singles final. And also, people can watch the men's singles final from 2, which is, of course, Aaron Sheriff versus Jacob Nelson. That will be on 7-2 Fox KO Sky Sports New Zealand.
Yeah, plenty of great bowls action to come as Amity's had thrown a great starter in there, as we've seen this slight momentum shift with Amity winning 3 out of the last 4 ends. And, of course, Amity's got plenty of fans. We spoke about Reese's fans, but Amity's got plenty of fans around the greens and online as well. So Mum Carly here today, I think. Seen Auntie Mel and Dad Scott online. No doubt plenty of fans cheering on from Berwick and her new home in Tassie as well. So it's going to be a fantastic contest. So in this race to 21, slight advantage with Amity on this end, but Reese looking to take a bit wider line than her first. Has got the grass well. It's going to be almost good enough a second shot, but that was a very fair attempt.
I tell Amity won't want to hurry back to Tassie. They've got some pretty wild weather heading their way, apparently. Rain, and rain.
Just watched Dawn Heyman walk past us here at the box and hand something to her new fiancé. So congratulations, Dawn, on that, by the way. But looking frustrated, so probably feeling the pressure as much as a young ward here. It's often the coaches you get as invested in the game as the people you're looking after are, and when it's an under-18 like this, you can feel almost parental in your role.
Yeah, great 3 openers from Amity, but Reese has adjusted well here. Looks like she's
great shot,
absolute, and that's a great trail. So front hopper and great bowl under a little bit of pressure. So having not scored often in the last 3 or 4 ends, so.
A little call there from a comment there from Lumen Christi Catholic College. Good to see you watching. Everyone, hello down there.
Amity's played the right hand here. She's gone to the forehand. She just needs to arrive on Reese's bowl, but she doesn't look happy.
No, she gave that away early, walking off to the side of the green. Also maybe a little bit of moral support, but said has played some good bowls leading up to Reese's last bowl there. Reese looking to do something similar. Probably got to be a little bit careful here that she doesn't arrive on her own. Can arrive on Amity's okay, but has gone the safe option of just pulling up short.
Yeah, pretty smart. It's good to get the control back of that mat and 1 shot closer to the end. Now on 19.
Yep, so just a reminder for our viewers that this is a first to 21 contest. There was a time limit as well, but that won't come into play today. So, 19-15 at the moment. So 2 shots will be enough for Reese to be crowned the Under-18 girls singles final for 2023. But likewise for Amity, looking for 6 shots.
Kaz Rhodes, the girls have great resilience. You're not wrong. They've fought through some adversity to get here to start with. And now playing a fantastic game of bowls, ebbs and flows in the contest. We can forgive a little shake of the head every now and again in disappointment, but once they're on the mat, it's very focused.
Yeah, and in conditions too that haven't been perfectly easy. So we've had, clouds, sun, the temperature's changed a few times. The breeze has definitely changed from being still to a bit variable in a couple of different directions. One thing has been consistent, the hand that both girls are playing now has been the wider of the two hands. While Reese was a bit short with her first, Amity's reached beyond that and has thrown that in, just around about 15 centimetres short or half a foot.
Gentlemen, how much, sorry to interrupt, mate, how much do you think the rain overnight, it does look slower to me.
Yeah.
And these girls have been playing for 2 weeks on fairly quick greens. I've noticed a lot of short bowls. Do you think that's had an effect?
I think there's been a little bit, definitely a bit, Chris. There was a touch of rain last night. Now, they did roll them this morning again, but there will be some moisture in, and there was no sun this morning, so that will come out now. But, yeah, you're right.
Certainly, it was slower than the same time yesterday afternoon, but the greens have been quickening up with the sun well and truly baking the green now, and no doubt the green, as I said, it does appear a little bit quicker than even when this match commenced. So Reese was just a bit unfortunate there. She's rolled Amity's bowl onto Jack and pushed that a little bit closer.
Them Christie College, I think, looks like a lot of Reese's classmates have just jumped on board and getting their comments in. Good on you, kids.
And no doubt looking forward to the school holidays as well, being the last day of school for many parts of the country. Reese, again, has played an absolute cracking shot, has arrived on Amity's bowl, this time just pushing it past Jack. Does look like the indication from Sharon was one to Amity.
Still one to Amity. I've got a really good angle on that there. Amity's about 4 inches behind Jack. Reese probably about 6 or 7 in front and just offset.
Yeah, Sharon, I was just wandering around for a closer look then, just to confirm her thinking. See if...
I think she might have indicated measure.
Yeah, Reese was asking the question there, so that's why I think Sharon must be close if Sharon was walking around as she did.
And it's a good option for the marker to say measure if you're not sure, and then Reese this is sensible. Come down and have a look yourself. Have a look what the situation is.
Absolutely,
If Reese is holding shot here, I'm thinking put it in your pocket. It's as silly as it sounds. There's a lot of negativity here to play it and move it. So and she's going to have a chat to Dawn, is she?
Albeit Amity does have one bowl to go. So. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Amity will have
a bit harder pocket.
I'm watching the screen and the thing.
She could throw one wide.
I've got a crowd in front of me. My apologies, gentlemen.
The shot's got to be on the, from my point of view, definitely on that
backhand.
Yep. Into the wider hand. Come back with the wind. You've either got an option for a carry for Jack. You're not going to go much more than one down. Move Amity for a potential 2 or bounce off your own and then on to Jack. There's all the percentage shots on that hand.
All right, I'm definitely sacking myself after this. Has been my last broadcast of the Australian Open, everyone. Fair enough?
Yeah,
I've had a shocker. Well, she's playing forehand. It's interesting.
Oh, my apologies. I thought forehand. Yeah, no, forehand's where she should come down the wide side.
Absolutely. Okay. No, there's a chance there on the forehand. So send it out in the good lines. All about the weight now. We'll see if it gets back.
She's done really well.
Very, very close.
What a great
outstanding shot. So,
that's phenomenal.
Brilliant bowl. So,
stand up, Lumen Christie College, and give your classmate a cheer. That was a magnificent shot under pressure. Had it's one in the measure as well. Has stolen shot with Amity to with the right of reply.
Now we could
Jack moved back, but also a little bit sideways. So
we could be lying game here.
Yeah, it could almost be. So, look, they're all the bowls are important at this stage of the game, but Amity does have a couple of things she can arrive on. She just probably doesn't want to miss wide here. Looks like she's played good arriving weight. What will happen here? What will happen? The bowl coming in. It's just gone through the gap. Wowee. So
unlucky a shot as you can imagine, and the game now resting on the tail of the tape.
Yes, it's no, it looks like while it was close, Reese has considered it was only one. They are going to have a look at second shot. So Reese now 1 shot away from potential victory. So score moves to 20-15.
She must have been confident I wouldn't have conceded.
Yeah, no, look at. Yeah, no doubt it was close before. She did move the Jack back slightly with that brilliant little trail. But yeah, Sharon certainly looks. Sharon, like all good markers do, don't necessarily want to call a shot either way unless they're absolutely certain. But on further inspection with both Sharon and Reese walking around the head, looks like it was only one.
Reese's attitude has been phenomenal. This is a big bowl. Pop one on here. The pressure goes back onto Amity straight away.
Well, the pressure's on Amity no matter what here. She can't afford at this point to concede any shots. She doesn't need to rush. You don't need to win it all in two ends, but one at a time will do.
Great opener.
Yeah, good first bowl there from Reese to be past the jack and not far away at all. So both Amity and Reese have generally stuck to this wider hand of the green all day, finding it quite kind. They've generally got their line well, as they have with both of these opening bowls.
There's a fair amount of support here for Reese. A lot of South Coast locals. I can see him walking around, getting ready for the main event, I guess, at 2 p.m, which we'll be able to watch on your TVs. On Channel 7, 7 Plus, the 7 Plus app, KO, Foxtel, and Fox Sports New Zealand.
So as the wind picks up behind us, bit of a gust, it's blown a few things over, and so we'll may certainly see these bowls swing back a bit more now. But
that gust just picked up as Amity delivered.
Great weight here from Amity. Yeah, it was quite a strong wind gust.
And I think it blew her across. It's one
That's
yellow.
A great bowl.
Yeah, the bowl ripping across, but it is one to Amity.
It's blown Ben's hair off. Half his hair anyway.
Half his hair, just the sides. That's right.
That came out of nowhere.
It did, didn't it? Yeah, and I think when Amity let that go, she was probably on a good line. But
I do think she got blown across. That's right.
Yeah,
Reese's reply, I think, is going to pull in a bit short here.
Yeah, so not far away. Amity probably just looking for similar-ish bowl. Going a touch wider than the last. With the wind not quite as gusty as it was a minute ago.
How's the pace? She's travelling all right.
Yeah, it's looking like a good line here. Close to jack, and looks like she's just slid underneath. Wow.
She's
holding two.
Yeah, she has got the second shot.
Holding two now.
Holding two.
Look, she's hanging in there like a true champion.
She is, yeah. Both girls shown amazing resilience right the way through the game. They've been under different forms of pressure at different stages, and we'll see what Reese has here with a chance to draw a match lie.
Oh, looks good to there. Oh my goodness.
She has done indeed. What a cracking bowl, and is now holding the match lie. So
nerves of steel, just corrected from the last three bowls. Learnt from them. Learnt from what Amity had done and dropped hers right on jack.
Amity final bowl and running here of this end. It's on a
hit the front.
Decent track, but that is dived away. So amazing bowl from Reese Fing Young to close that out and become our 2023 Under-18 girls single finals champion. Well played to Amity Bickley as well. Look, absolute superstar. So great to see such a great final from two fantastic players.
Absolutely, and live at Christie College, you've got an Australian champion down there. Get around her when she gets home, and online, I'm sure you're all contacting her now anyway. But well done from the South Coast local.
Absolutely. Club Sapphire and Rimby Bowling Club should be very proud. So to Michael Wilkes and all the crew down there, but also to the Berwick crew as well. For Amity will have plenty of fans around the country. So outstanding game, one of the best games of singles you would see across this week. Some wonderful heads.
Well, there it is from the Rinkside team on this particular green. Thank you to Chris Wallace and Ben Christolitis. Reese Finn Young winning the ladies or the girls singles Under-18 21-15. Now, just a reminder that you have at 2 p.m. on Facebook, we'll have the Under-18 boys singles, but not forgetting also men's singles, Aaron Sheriff versus Jacob Nelson on 7-2 Fox KO Sky Sports New Zealand. Thank you to all our viewers for joining us on Rinkside Live. We look forward to catching up with you next time.